Shirt, man, look, that Anthony Burks. People ask me about this shirt, dog.
Anthony Burks.
Anthony Burks, Trina. Just different ones are asking me about this shirt. I don't know what to tell
Anthony
them.
Brooks, the artist.
Tell him to go to the website plus Miko.
Doesn't he have that
That's right.
that gallery? Another one? Is that the same
They don't have a
gallery?
gallery, but they actually have
321?
no. They don't have a gallery, but they heavy in the art scene.
Oh
And they
my!
have
What
a-
the hell
they
is
have
that?
a-
What did I do with the
They
volume?
have a
Could be a different one.
How the hell?
no, it's the same one, but they have a continuum going on right now, an art show. Do we have 3 minutes?
Yeah.
I said, do we have 3 minutes? Did you already go live with us?
I did on this one. We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Yeah, I need how much? I need one of those.
What?
One of them standards.
He said it wasn't expensive.
It's not. It's like $3, bro.
Really?
On eBay.
Send me the hook.
Okay.
Make this last
It's on my phone. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Oh, let me take my water.
Is my mic on? Bop. Nope.
No.
But yeah, you know what I was saying? I was talking to it was so cheap. I was like, we should just get a bunch of them and just give them out to our people that come on the show. You get a free one when you come on the show.
I'm down.
Or just have them here, just have a bunch of, because we can all go live. Like, you can go live right now.
We can
still,
go
it'll still be relevant to what we do. Yeah.
I've never gone live before.
Never? Instagram live, baby.
Live.
So, let me get
¿Qué
my
tú
mic.
haces, mi amigo?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, no, I'm not plugged in. Oh, I'm not plugged in.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
What's up? Oops.
People on YouTube are getting to see everything. Make this last forever. Yeah, your mic is
Know that I love you.
on. Oh shit! Can you hand me that white USB right there? Make this last forever. Who was that? Was that Key Sweat?
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you hear him? Did you see him talking to that one
Are we
dude?
turning some stuff on?
Who's that? The
Are we turning
new
this
R&B
one on?
cat.
Or do we turn it?
Yeah.
Do we turn this on?
Let me see.
It's
You know
not
what?
plugged,
Sorry.
whatever it is not plugged in. Let's see.
Plug it in, plug it in.
Oh, I turned it off.
Good jingle. Classic jingle. I was talking about jingles the other day with my friends. Like, what are the most iconic jingles that you remember growing up? And I really do believe that maybe She's Born With It, maybe it's Maybelline, is like one of the most fire jingles ever.
Yeah?
This one also.
No, that one's not on yet.
Okay. I'll let
Assume the position.
I'll let you touch it, man. I'll let you touch all of mine.
Like, just think about like what's like
Check.
something you can
Check.
just easily get stuck in your head.
Check. Say something on your mic real quick.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Okay. I can dig it.
Pusha T wrote that, by the way.
That's what they say.
Pusha T, what?
500 bands.
Dre also, or Jay-Z also wrote The Chronic. Apparently.
Facts.
Pusha T wrote what?
I'm loving it for McDonald's. The jingle, the logo, the slogan.
Yeah, Pusha T got
Pusha
credit
T.
for writing that.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he's getting the checks for that though.
No checks. He just got a one-off, 500,000.
That's
He
not
regrets.
enough.
He regrets doing that. But,
Yeah.
You know, at the time, it's like, yo,
They got him for
500.
cheap.
500.
They got him for cheap.
Yeah, really cheap.
Damn. Okay. All right, we're recording.
But if somebody gave you 500 cash,
We're recording.
500,000 or $500?
500,000.
Jeez.
Jeez. And he could
American.
have got more. He could have still been winning.
Man, he could have got royalties off that shit.
I mean, yeah, he could have contracted.
Hey, what's up, Jen Lorraine? How are you?
¿Qué pasó?
Thank you for tuning in.
Mi amiga. ¿Cómo está usted?
¿Cómo está?
Bien?
Hey,
¿Está bien?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's.
I don't think I've seen you since last year. So if I didn't, Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, Happy New Year to everyone.
Actually, I know I haven't seen you since then. Uh-oh. My dog joined.
What up,
Good,
dog?
y'all, we good. We good.
We chilling.
We starting it up. It's
Yeah.
10:01. Yeah. I am Nate.
Yeah, this is Choice.
Welcome to the Upper Room Podcast. And we are your platform creators. And we have a special guest. Who is that?
Who it is?
Who is that?
This is Stan Hill.
Do your dance. Stand. Do your dance. Stand.
Oh,
Do.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yo, Stan. Hey, it's nice to have you on.
Yes.
Again,
Thanks for having me.
This
Welcome
is,
back.
I'm a returning guest
Yeah, friend of the show.
to the Upper Room Podcast.
Doesn't it make you feel like
I
you're
always
somebody
wanted to be the
return-
friend of a show.
Yeah. Stan, he
So
has
this is dope.
he knows a couple stands, so like every time I ask him, I'm always like, which one? So I deemed you Stan the artist. That's
like
my
that.
name, so I can distinguish.
I like that.
I actually have you Stan the artist in my phone.
There you go.
Stan the artist Hill.
I'll take it.
Ooh, tell him, man. Like that.
One of my many titles.
Yeah, one of the many.
That looks good on like a score or
Yeah.
like the casting call. You know what I'm saying? Stan
I'm
the
Stan
artist Hill.
There you go. Stan.
The artist.
Before he
That's
goes
it.
out on stage. Stan, the artist. Give it up,
Yeah.
to Stan.
That's it. I love that.
Sound like some Prince. The symbol.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Look at it. You have it right there.
There you go.
The symbol.
What's going on there? What is that? Did you
That's
make
my new logo. Yeah.
it? Meet up. Let me see it. I was looking at it a little bit. Oh, you don't want to give away the. What's on it?
I'll give you a better
Okay.
picture of my background.
Oh wow.
There it is.
Okay. Is it like a devil? Like what's
It's
going
a
on?
cherub.
Well, no, I was gonna say a cherub, but it looks like a cherub holding a noose. Is that what's going
No,
on?
it's holding a Molotov cocktail.
Oh, okay, I see.
I gotta give you like the.
Hold on. We're gonna
Yeah,
show you guys.
We're
real
gonna
quick.
show you. Can we show him?
Yeah.
Can we give him a shot?
1 second.
Is that butt cheeks?
No, it's actually Nah, you're not about to put.
I'm
You're not about
kidding.
to play me like this.
Okay.
Let me zoom out real quick. All right.
I don't even know if the camera's on it.
This was like a drawing I was working on earlier.
That's dope shit. So so is that an iPad?
Yeah, this is an iPad right
Okay. What program?
Actually,
what program?
that
you
was
use
so
in
stupid.
there?
What I just did.
You did it like upside down.
I could have just did that. This guy was like, damn, I'm over here trying to turn it. I can't see it. You motherfucker, you.
Oh my goodness.
You
Oh man, Stan's going.
I gotta
Going
find
ham.
it. I gotta find it.
What's that, Instagram?
No, that's your photo.
No, these are my photos. Go through my personal life, why don't you?
Yeah.
On live.
Yeah,
I
Metro
had that in
Boomin.
the high.
Metro Boomin, the U.S. flag.
I don't know where my logo is.
Did you recently create it? Oh, that looks good. Where'd you get that at?
Somewhere in
That looks like Wingstop. I feel like
Nah.
I saw like that at Wingstop.
No way. This was
Somewhere else.
Let's play What's in Your Photos. How about we go through y'all photos on live?
No, thank you.
That was dope.
I cannot.
Hold on, I gotta find
The way
the
the way the
actual.
iPhone X works now, like I screenshot everything now on accident. It's like you ever
Oh.
do like like the two
I
like
had to go
Yeah.
through. I had to go through the photos mad fast so y'all wouldn't see how creepy I am.
yeah I didn't
But,
Well,
I
I
didn't-
saw a couple. I think I saw a couple ladies I knew. Like,
But
but
that's
like
not-
if you would slow it down, I was like,
were you
There's a couple.
Nate was live
Like
in
one-
that the whole time?
Oh, man.
like
Hey, there you go.
Sorry, okay,
Alright.
Youth
we're
of
back.
Babylon. Okay, let me.
Youth of Babylon.
This is
Okay, that's dope,
I
man.
believe last time I was here, I was telling you.
That's the Stan.
Yeah.
That's the Stan the artist original, right there.
Youth of Babylon.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
And okay, I see the cherub face, that's the head and the hairline. They got the hairline. And why is he pointing? Is there symbolism in that? You gonna tell us what's going on? He's pointing at the world.
Yeah.
He's gonna throw it at the angry sinners, or the sinners down on the ground.
Not necessarily. There's different meanings on why it points. I was thinking about whether I should have.
Should you tell anybody? Because
point.
like if you don't tell us, then 100 years from now, people are gonna be like, he's pointing at the ground because he was thinking about his late uncle.
No, well, I think he's
People are
pointing.
gonna debate.
It's pointing at like establishment
Okay.
and like authority.
Okay.
Mm.
You keep
What
it
is it?
open.
Sorry.
You're just throwing it
Yeah.
around. We'll get it later. We'll fix
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
We'll edit it out. We'll key screen that. So what has everybody been doing this year? What have you been doing?
Yeah,
Huh?
what are you up to?
The
Stan?
people. What's everybody doing?
Oh, the people.
Just somebody say something.
The people. We're back to the people.
The youth. Say something. The youth of
The
Babylon.
The youth.
Anyway, so
The youth.
man,
You
this
say youth.
The youth.
The youth.
the youth them.
Why?
The youth.
The youths. Yeah, dude, this year has been crazy so far. I didn't get I felt like that, you shouldn't. It kind of almost made me not want to take a break ever. Like how hard the year hit me going into it,
Yeah.
going back to work and everything.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
You didn't want to go back to work.
No, I
Haven't
did
gone
not.
back
I don't
yet.
think anybody did. I was seriously debating not going back.
I haven't gone back yet.
That's it. See, look at him gloating over there. So Stan.
I've been off
Stan's
since the 3rd.
the 3rd of December.
I've been off.
So
They've
you've
been
been-
waiting for me to come back. Like, ew.
You've been off
ew.
since last December,
Well,
or when did you take off?
my birthday was January 3rd.
Okay.
So
Okay.
from the 3rd, I just took some days off. I was like, on my birthday, I'm peacing out for 2 weeks.
Oh, dope. Starting off the year with the
Yeah. First 2 weeks
With the-
of the
with the
year.
First 2 weeks
Say,
of the
you
year.
know what? We know how it is when we
relax.
start off.
I'm practicing for next
we
year.
out. Yeah. I was thinking about that too.
Uh-huh.
Like this year, it was kind of like we just hung out, and that was real cool. I hung out with my family a lot during the holidays.
Yeah.
Usually, I feel like it was this have to. I gotta go somewhere else. People invite, I'm going over here. I gotta make sure I see everybody. But I had some satisfaction in just kicking it with my sisters and my mom and everything. But there was a client that came in and was like, he came in and got his hair cut. He was like, yeah, I'm going to Costa Rica for New Year's.
How'd they get
So
down
it just-
in Costa Rica?
Uh-huh.
How'd they get down in Costa Rica? I heard somebody say
He said he had a friend down there.
they did crack on the streets when my friend went. He said,
Oh,
he
for
said
real?
he saw someone on the street just openly, casually smoking crack. But he said it was fun though. They got to ride ATVs and shit like that.
Yeah.
Chill.
Well,
But I don't know.
well, that's the
I
plan.
heard it's very open. It's very open over there.
That's the plan for me. I
Yeah.
think I'm going to be in another country for New Year's
Yeah.
next year. That's the plan. How about
Bra-
that? What do you
Brazil,
think?
Brazil look dope. They do a big fireworks display in Copacabana, for New Year's.
I mean, do we all have the same New Year's though? Like you have the Chinese New Year's.
It's not all the. I mean, no, China has their own. There's
Right.
February. It's coming up.
Right.
So there's actually a dude at work that's taken out. He's like a Chinese, he's working on a work visa, and he's going back for a month. I was like, damn, he's going back for the whole month of February. But anyways, they celebrate it. It's the same New Year, yeah, but it's like Japan and the East celebrates it 12 hours before we do.
Okay.
So it's it's on a different time. It's not like we all It'd be cool if they all agreed to alright, this is the time for the New Year for everybody.
For the world.
For the world.
A world
That'll
moment.
fuck up the stock
Yeah,
exchange.
we all
Yeah.
jump up at the same
Is
time
there-
and see if the Earth
Is
moves.
there a world moment? Is there a thing that the world can pay regards to at the same time?
The World Cup.
No, because
The cup and the royal
But
wedding.
the U.S. doesn't give a fuck about either of them.
yeah. Well, I say it's kind of hard to do stuff at the same time because of the way the sun we spin around on the earth.
Take that, flat earthers.
Yeah,
So
take that, B.O.B. And Kyrie Irving.
Exactly. Speaking of that, speaking of which, did we land on the moon?
Damn, you
God.
gonna start. You gonna
I
start.
didn't even jump
let's
right in,
end
but I just thought
right
we were here.
there.
They said that what Steph Curry was saying is they had like in order to get investors for like the second time or something like that, like they had to fake like the first one, like the first landing, like they filmed it was like, look, hey, we're on the moon, and like they got people to invest from that, and then the second time they actually went to the moon.
Okay.
How does he know that?
I don't know. Nobody
Who
knows.
gave Steph that
Hey.
information?
No, I'm
What's
not.
up,
I'm
Carrie?
just telling you what he's saying,
How you doing, my bro?
what he thinks. Not that it's true or not. It just is what it is.
I think it's interesting. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand why we haven't gone back.
Okay.
Like out of all like how long it's been and how much money like it would take to go back, like why haven't we gone back? I hear
It's
China's
pretty far.
I hear China's trying to land on the dark side of the moon.
Uh-oh.
But I know people they're carving up the moon like it's like real estate. Like I guess it is. I mean it's like out of state real estate. But like they imagine you had a condo on the moon, bro. Yo, you want to go to my condo on the moon? We take one of these Tesla rockets.
It's gonna take us 5 days, but it's a 5.
I think it's amazing,
It's
man.
gonna take
I
us
really, I think it's amazing. Like
Uh-huh.
if they can pull it off, if we can pull it off, it's straight. Like if we
Uh-huh.
get somebody to actually go up there, like regular people, if they could create something like that, that'd be amazing, man.
Yeah,
But you mean like
I just right now I'm just kind of like,
not into it.
well, I'm not. Here's the way I feel about it. I'm not close enough to even to say I believe it at this point. Like you could get me when I was young just because of the television and the whole nine, but I'm still not close to like.
You're not 100% sold.
Not anymore. Not I was before, but
Yeah.
1969 was a long time ago.
hell yeah.
But I mean, the fucking, I don't know, the pyramids are there. If you believe in Egypt could do it, then like, why couldn't they do it in 1969?
Facts.
And it's like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
I'm on the fence.
if you believe in all that stuff that they did in Egypt, and like, if there were like aliens involved in it, then why couldn't they do it in 1969?
Exactly.
But it's like, they said like aliens were helping out the Nazis and shit like that. I don't know, we're getting in like a weird space. I don't know, but it's like,
Are you feeling weird?
I feel a little bit odd talking about conspiracy. I feel like you're talking about conspiracy theories, right?
Yeah, well, I wasn't really getting about trying to colonize me. They trying to colonize Mars. I wasn't
They
trying.
already
to get,
live on Mars. Didn't
Yeah.
somebody said they already have property on Mars?
I wasn't really speaking from a space of conspiracy. I was
Uh-huh.
speaking up from a space of question, like
Right.
because I question it at this. Like you
Yeah.
can tell me, hey, we went to the moon when I was young and we saw everything, but with all the questions, this question that you had, they haven't been back.
Yeah, why
You
haven't
know,
they been back?
How come they haven't changed the flag out?
Yeah. The flag's dusty as
Yeah.
well. They can't go back and dust the flag off.
So it's just a question. I'm not saying it didn't, and I'm not saying it did,
Uh,
but I'm saying I'm in the middle of it.
And there was a lot of questions about the flag, like, because in the video you can see like the flag kind of like waving.
And
in
there is
space.
no wind.
there was
Yeah,
a lot,
but-
but
there
then
was
like
a lot
there's
of stuff.
a lot like, but there's like stuff that you have to believe that they went in order to like even like accept.
Because you know
like,
that movie Hidden Figures
Yes,
yeah, with the
about
math
the mathematician.
Yes.
Like
Don't take
this
this. Don't
is
take this away from
documented.
black
These are
people.
real
We need
people.
this.
Like
Don't take this away from.
these are real people who did the actual math
Yeah.
to get like. So you're telling me hundreds of scientists' jobs were just fake?
No. Okay.
They did the math to
I'm-
go to do the jet propulsion. Like they did the rocket science
But that
to
wasn't
do
about,
it.
that wasn't about the moon. They went around to orbit the Earth.
Oh,
Oh,
they,
the Hidden
we've
Figures
been
thing?
out of space.
They went out to
countless
other, they
amount
didn't
of
go
times.
to the moon
No,
in that
but-
movie.
You still had to do the math. It wasn't about. I'm talking about. There's just people in general
Okay.
whose job it was to do the math to get there.
Right, but scientists are also arrogant assholes too. Because they like to prove everything and they don't ever want to feel like they're wrong.
So we never went to space. If we never went to the moon, are all of these people sworn to lie about it?
Yes. On God.
in certain areas, I would say,
Like,
I mean-
because then you're talking about
Man,
hundreds of scientists
here we go. Think about our government.
and astronauts.
Think
Are
about,
all of them lying?
Oh God.
I wouldn't say that they're all lying,
Yes.
but I would say,
No, I'm kidding. You can't keep all those people quiet for that long.
Yeah. Okay.
Bro, somebody, anybody.
Well, no.
would've been
You can fool people enough. So maybe there's just like there's all these scientists and they're just like, yeah, that's correct math. Yeah, and they're like, yeah, let me put this in the computer, and just like like patronizing like the scientists.
And when I was talking about scientists I was talking about as a whole generally. They tend to be, arrogant about because it's science. You know what I'm saying? They're all about proof. So that's what I mean.
Well,
I want to make sure that I was clearing up my context.
I think science itself is not arrogant. I mean, the scientific method isn't arrogant, but the man's intentions is the arrogant part of it. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
So like, if there's a scientist trying to, like the German engineers that like fucked up Volkswagen cars, like that's where science and what do they call it? Immorality meet each other. So I think that's what you're probably getting at is like maybe there was a little bit of that crossing to get everybody, to think that we went into space.
Somebody said military secrets have limitations of 50 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
But global secrets carry a blood oath. Nah.
They're talking about. Oh, I missed that. Oh, I missed that one that Kerry had.
Uh-huh.
He had a question. You had something, Kerry. I missed that, man. I didn't
What
catch
was it? What was you saying?
Something about the moon. I missed it.
I don't know.
But anyways, hey.
I just know Steph Curry can shoot his ass off. That's all I know. I can see that. I can see that on TV.
Yeah,
way to start off the year. I really like that little conversation we just had. You know what I'm saying? I'm not bringing anything, no meaning to it.
No
it's just,
questions.
It was just questions. That was just, because I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey.
I don't actually.
I do not know.
I haven't been to the moon personally.
And that's the way I
Sounds
feel
like
about
a
it.
vibe though.
Yeah.
But I
that
tell
sounds
you,
pretty dope, right?
I tell you this
the
though.
dark side of the moon.
I trust Elon Musk though.
Nah, I'm on the light side of the moon. You can have the dark side.
The dark side of the moon is where it's gonna be.
Nah,
I trust
I don't
Elon
know.
Musk.
I don't know about the dark side.
Everybody's gonna be chilling there. That's where the aliens are gonna be at.
Yeah,
They come
nah.
over,
I'm cool with the aliens.
smoke a L with the.
As far as you know what,
with ET.
I was talking to my boy and he was like talking about how this guy was saying that we're the real aliens. We're the ones that are from another place.
It's like we're telling ourselves a lie.
Us humans.
That would be kind of cool. I have a theory about that as well. Like,
Okay.
there's different certain like pieces of evidence that would have certain archaeologists believe that maybe a really really old civilization figured out space travel and left here before like a species extinction. Like sometimes they say like humans were able to predict the next like earth changing cataclysm, and it's like,
right.
yo, we need to get out of here before that happens.
Mm.
So the aliens that do visit us are just like really really old generation humans
They
who
can't
figured
come
it
back.
out first. That's a theory.
Whoa, I kind of like that too. I'm not gonna front.
Why
And
didn't
they
come
just,
back, though?
they come back and see how we've advanced.
But I guess they can land and stuff like that and just blend in.
Maybe they have. You know what I'm saying? They can kind of come back. They can come back. Would we really know?
No, you wouldn't.
We wouldn't really know.
Unless they were like any kind of genetically different, but like maybe those are the lizard people everybody's talking about. That, like, just,
Ooh, I've heard about the lizard
like,
people.
sit
Are they in Utah?
They're everywhere.
They're
There's allegedly like a lot of the rich people. I don't.
Allegedly, they're
I don't-
shapeshifters,
I don't
and they
even
know how to.
Is
like-
It's like all over the place.
I go to I'm
There's like no science backing any of that.
yeah.
Nothing. Yeah,
This is all speculation.
This is all.
These
This
are
is
all
all here. This is all
speculation.
hearsay.
I have insomnia, and I dig through holes in YouTube.
Yeah.
That's what people have been
I
doing lately,
dig
though.
through rabbit holes in YouTube.
I haven't been on a YouTube binge in a while. Like
I have not either.
I've been
I
on
deep.
like
Either.
I'm
either.
all up in.
I haven't.
The
You know what? It's
crevices
time because
The
I
crevasses.
see. The thing is that I don't do it because I know how far that rabbit hole will go in there.
I don't know
Keep
how far
going.
it goes. I still don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I know it's endless. I'll be on it forever. I'll be on it for 4 days, a week.
Yeah,
Next
man,
thing I know,
there's so
like
much.
looking at shit.
I'm looking for the one video that's gonna be like, oh, so this is my new
No,
religion.
hell no. You'll never. You'll
I get
never.
it.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
this is the one. This is
Oh.
the truth.
So the
That's the lie that you say to
So
yourself.
this is the space
Say,
they've been
hey,
talking about.
I'm really doing something productive.
I don't know, man. That's my deal though. I don't know. It's like it's weird. It's either I'm just laying down or like trying to be extra productive. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's no like in between. It's like
No.
it's weird.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm just like I don't want to do like anything else like sometimes. But I don't know. Let's talk about R. Kelly's ass.
Ooh.
Did we talk? I mean, he's a topic we brought up several times too.
We've
Before we
over
talk
the-
about R. Kelly,
Okay.
question
Over the
about R.
years.
Kelly.
Before we talk about getting peed on.
Do you think R. Kelly is a musical genius?
Yes.
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 I think he's an extremely talented man,
Yes.
Yeah.
and he can make any. I was listening to Real Talk.
What's that?
You ever heard that song?
No. What song
And
is
I'm
that?
like, man, he just really made an argument sound so dope. But anyway,
We're gonna offend a lot of
This guy is a creep.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like.
Oh my.
How do you separate the man from the music?
I mean, we've known this for a long time,
I've done
but
it.
now that it's like the
You said
the
I can't. She
full, like-
said. She said bye. I can't talk about him.
We get-
we're not about.
How do you unless you can talk about it? Like, how do you get over
No,
it? You know
we
what I mean?
can't.
Like, how do we?
No
how do
one's
we
picking
heal?
up R.
Like I
Kelly
said,
right
So
now.
my thing about R. Kelly is like, are charges coming, or why haven't charges come?
No, they
You know what I
already
mean?
came. He beat the case.
Was
No,
he-
but that was a child pornography case. Like, but did he have like rape?
He told them it was his
allegations?
brother. It was like it was like
abuse.
okay, cool.
Nah, he didn't say it was his brother. I think he said she. What was it like? She didn't have ID or something like that, and like how was he supposed
Something
to know?
crazy.
Like,
He started doing "Step in the Name of Love" in court, and the judge
Well,
was
yeah.
like, you know what, man, let him ride.
there's just something about that R. Kelly. There's something about
Let
him.
him walk.
I don't. So that's the thing. Is like, is this documentary gonna
She
produce
said
like?
because America doesn't care about black women.
Oh,
Facts.
man.
Whoever said that,
Wow.
mad facts.
Yes, Jen. Actually, yeah.
Jen.
America doesn't care about black. That was like a Kanye West-esque
So not anymore.
kind of like.
Try 06 Kanye.
I think that's 06 Kanye. That's vintage Kanye. They need like a black. They need like a what is her name? Azalea Banks to go on TV with like with like Tommy Lauren, and they're doing like a benefit, and she's like.
Damn, that's a wild combo. Azalea and Tommy Lauren.
So is Mike
Oh,
Myers. So is
shit.
Mike Myers
That's a
and
disaster.
Kanye. How the fuck random was Kanye and Mike Myers?
Actually,
together?
that wasn't too random. For
That
me.
was random. That was very.
I like
random.
that. I like that combo.
I don't know. Mike Myers didn't like that comment.
Well, it was for a reason. Like it was
Was for Katrina.
right.
Yeah.
So that's how they paired that up. But the Azalea Banks and
Yeah.
Tommy Lauren.
Like a.
how did that
That's
happen?
a that's
Or
a
did
fight.
that-
It was a scenario that I proposed.
Yeah, that
Oh,
didn't
okay.
happen.
A hypothetical.
Oh,
that would be a
yeah.
fight.
So yeah.
On
So I'm just
camera.
saying like they need something like that to where Azalea Banks goes on TV like Kanye and says like Melania Trump doesn't care about black women or something.
I
like
only
that.
seen clips of the R. Kelly docu-series that came out.
I didn't watch it all because it's on. I saw there was a marathon of it and I saw it was like season 1 or something like that. But I
I'm
thought
not really-
season 2 came out.
I'm not really interested in
It looks
watching
so-
it. And here's the thing about that is I gave up like hands down R. Kelly was one of my favorite artists growing up for
Yeah.
whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? And considering the fact that I was young and he was talking about sex the whole time, it still was. I liked him as a performer, but as soon as I heard those, like how the allegations went through, I just felt like listening to the music is weird for me, bro.
Yeah,
Is it?
I don't care. I
it
just.
taints the
It's
music.
the same thing with watching Bill Cosby and the Kanye. It's like
Wait, so
I
the Cosby
feel-
Show? You can't watch the Cosby Show?
no.
I never was into the.
I mean, they don't even air that shit no
I wasn't
more.
even. I was
Yeah,
to be honest.
yeah, they
Like,
do on TV1, but
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
yeah, they still air
the
it.
joint is Sanford and Son, bro. That shit is
Yeah.
so funny.
But I couldn't. I mean, that was the show though. Like,
Yeah.
but I still would watch A Different World. I don't know. Hey, I'll watch A Different World. That's
Nah,
my show.
I never.
Because he didn't play on the show.
I never got into a different world.
But
Whitley's voice was just like, ugh, the fuck is, why does
Man,
it sound like that?
I fell in love with Whitley. Not necessarily Jasmine Guy, but Whitley Gilbert.
Yeah,
Oh,
you were
man.
into Whitley. Well, she has that southern drawl, so you were like in Texas, so that was probably like the
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah,
That was like
Texas
that was a southern baddie right there.
I love Whitley Gilbert.
I love Whitley.
The character.
Whitley Gilbert, will you marry me?
Yeah, wait. I'm still
Wasn't
waiting.
wasn't
I'm
Denise
waiting
in
on
that
it.
show?
Huh?
Wasn't Denise in the show?
Denise was on which show?
Denise
Yeah.
from the Cosby Show to that she went to Hillman.
It was originally her show, and then she didn't. She went back to the Cosby Show. There's a bunch of stories that I could go into
She
because I
dropped
really
out of
did I got the 411
Yeah.
Denise?
on. I have the 411.
Why don't you go in? What do you mean? Why can't you? You can't go in. What are you talking about?
Well,
Denise
it just
was
takes too long. It's just a bunch of plots. And
Go
stories.
home. We have. Oh, you're talking about the actual show.
Yeah, the
Oh,
reason
so
why
you're saying the
Denise
show.
left the show,
They rolled her
the
out
Bill
of it.
Cosby show, he rolled her out of it because
She-
Bill Cosby was very like controlling.
Sexually
of
assaulted her, and he had to get rid of her. He had to bury the body.
I don't know about
Chill.
No, I'm kidding. That's just.
But he made a spinoff for Denise. Denise had gotten pregnant or something, and they wrote her out of the show.
Oh yeah.
So it just ended up being. So they started writing it around
With
Whitley
Zoe.
Gilbert
Oh, she had
and
Zoe?
Dwayne Wayne.
Oh wow. That's a.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it became
And she had shot a movie too, so it was always this friction between Denise and not
Bill?
Denise, Lisa Bonet. Let's just
Lisa
say her
Bonet?
name. Lisa Bonet and Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, man, I'm not looking at the show, Bill Cosby, but I will look at the different world.
Okay.
Long story short.
I'm not. I don't know. I was never into R. Kelly or Bill Cosby.
Yeah, I was in.
Or like there was that "Believe I Can Fly" song. I think is what did it. Like I Believe I Can Fly
Classic.
like ruined R. Kelly for me, cause they played it like so much, and it was like one of those songs where you sung it like everywhere. Everybody like it was applicable in church,
graduation.
in graduations,
Oh my.
and
God.
like in
Space
it was
Jam.
in Space Jam. It was
It was in
everywhere.
Drumline.
It was like yeah, and it was like.
Yeah,
Was it?
remember in the beginning
Okay, yeah,
When-
I want every time I
when
heard
Dee
that
had
song,
graduated,
yeah,
they started.
I was like, if I hear that song, like it makes me want to it makes me nauseous. Like
Yeah.
I just want to throw
But
up.
that's
every
like
time,
one of those songs, like
Nah, I can't do
Fly high, high, high.
it. What part is that?
That was the end of the
I
movie.
guess I just didn't.
That was the end of the song.
I didn't hear it. I mean, I haven't heard it in so long. Like I avoid it. I literally avoid the song. Like if
Yeah.
I hear like the start of it.
That sounds like the happy song with Pharrell. I avoid that
yeah,
song
yeah.
too.
That's like it's.
They
it's
just
similar
way
to
too
that.
damn happy.
It's just way. Yeah, nobody's that damn happy
Yeah.
ever,
I liked the song
I
when
like,
it first
I like
came.
Happy.
and you can't.
I liked it when it first came out, but they played it all over the world.
I
They
actually
played
liked
it in
it
Antarctica. They played it in New Zealand. They played that song everywhere, man. It was just
But
crazy.
you know
Everybody
what's
had a rendition of it.
I started
And
to
I was just like, why don't y'all just start going back to being hateful?
I started to like Happy like months after, like after like the hype of Happy died down.
Yeah.
But-
That's when I started to like it.
damn.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the way I think about Happy's a great song. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
But it's like sunlight is great too. But if you have too much sunlight, it'll burn your ass up.
Yeah, you get cooked.
So I need some darkness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't have light without the darkness.
Got to have some darkness.
Yeah, I was just thinking like if it's funny, it's like if R. Kelly believes he can fly, why doesn't he jump off a building? I just thought that's a funny joke.
Go hang
Do you
yourself.
have your passport?
I believe
Did
I
you
can
get your shots?
Yeah.
He's a fucking freak.
He's did you get your shots? Is he talking
You
about
never
like,
heard? You never seen that on the internet?
No.
He's wild, man.
I saw the South Park. That was like the only thing I remember.
You don't remember the Boondocks when they were talking about the case?
I barely remember it.
Yeah.
I don't because I haven't seen it in like a while, like since like the Boondocks like aired. Like that's probably the last time I watched the Boondocks. But what happened with him? And I remember like them talking about him peeing on the girl. But like that was like the biggest thing was like everybody was talking about him peeing.
on the girl.
But did he pee on the girl? Like he peed on the
Yeah.
14-year-old?
Yeah.
Like that was the one he peed on?
Yeah.
Because I heard I mean, there's a sex tape, obviously, that I've never seen it.
It's the most bootleg sex tape of all time.
I don't know. It's
R. Kelly
technically
peeing
child
on-
pornography now,
Yeah,
right?
child porn is one of the most bootleg sex tapes ever. Is R. Kelly peeing.
I haven't seen it in its entirety.
this was
but
before
I did
YouTube.
see. I did see
It's
part
weird.
of it.
This was before YouTube, and
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
still.
It was
seen
like
that
it was
shit.
like Chappelle's show,
Yeah.
but like I don't know. I've never seen it.
I haven't seen. I seen a part of another movie where he was like eating this little young thing out. or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's what I hear the description of it, but I've never seen it. So
Song
apparently,
titles.
but it was like allegedly there was like 5 different girls in it. But I was just thinking, like, how did the sex tape get out in the first place?
And they said he used to
Like-
roam around the McDonald's when the high school got out.
Look,
Mom,
you think? Look, you say you asked how did the sex tape get out, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is that there's always somebody looking to get a quick win. You know what I'm saying? Like take it to the National Enquirer or whatever. There was
No,
always
I'm just asking, how did it get out? Like, who leaked? Did he leak it? Was it like the start of like, you know, like that was like right when Paris Hilton had her tape, right? Because she allegedly
Nah, I
leaked
think it was a
that,
little
and then
before that.
Kim Kardashian and like all that shit like started swirling.
I'm just wondering
Yeah.
why he videotaping things.
Well, why wouldn't you video?
With a
why
real,
wouldn't you
like a-
videotape it? No, I'm just kidding.
And
I
back
don't
then,
know.
it was like
why
a
would you
whole-
why would you allow somebody to get that?
No, I think it was like a camcorder.
It was a camcorder style.
Yeah, but he had a tripod, right? Like hooked up, probably.
The red dot. Look at the red light.
Or he had one of the other girls he had like kidnapped in the doing the
Yeah, you had to do mad shit to film yourself back then.
Well, the guy is done.
Yeah, you had to.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a boom mic that came through in the
Not
shot.
that he's not done because he's still on tour.
Is he so- but who's really? I mean, who's checking for this guy? Really? I mean, for real.
Obviously, his
At
music,
this
the
point,
listens of
He's
his
still
music,
got fans.
the views of his music listens went up when this shit started.
Yeah, like
Yeah?
his
Yeah,
his
like it didn't go
spiked.
down, but like they said he's been having panic attacks since like before like the docuseries is about to air. Like he was having like to go to the hospital to be treated for panic attacks.
Man,
So-
I think they should shut him down, bro. I really do. I really feel like they
But
do.
I'm just
And
trying to
it
think
lets-
like
that lets you know the world that we live in. Like
Yeah.
our America, the world we live in, you know, thrives off the bullshit, man. And that shit is just like straight up
But
wrong.
who is this perfect person that everybody wants to be famous and like I don't understand what people are getting out of this, you know what I mean? Unless it's like a public lynching, you know what I mean? Like that's what it feels like to me. It's like everybody's just excited to take somebody that's, you know, at that stature down.
Now look,
That's what it feels like to me because like there's a ton of other people in Hollywood that have done the same thing.
right. Well, I'm not looking to take anybody.
That's what everybody's doing though. Like Lady Gaga's like, oh, I'm sorry for working with him. Like, okay, what the fuck were you thinking before you did work with him? And then you got what is this guy, Torre, that like did that interview with him, but now he's accused of sexually assaulting somebody. And then you got all these
What?
fucking
Tori?
other
Oh,
people.
the interviewer?
Yeah, so it's like, what the
Oh.
fuck is going on? Like
Torre?
when you have all these hypocritical people like saying, oh, I apologize for working with him. I'll never work with him again. Nick Cannon did it too. Of all people, fucking Nick Cannon did it. So anyway,
Yeah, you know what? Nick Cannon had an
like what
interview
the fuck is that
with
about?
Dame Dash,
Yeah.
and he was like dancing around the conversation like you would not believe. Like Dame is like never worked with him, you know, because he dated Aaliyah.
Yeah.
So he said
Before or
that
after R. Kelly?
After.
That's important.
after R. Kelly,
He was actually, I think.
after they were like looking
They were dating when she passed.
right?
Yeah.
So
Oh, were they?
Yeah, so he
Oh, wow.
said that you remember when R. Kelly and Jay-Z did that Fiesta song.
Yeah.
He said he was nowhere around that song, like he did not get paid for those projects that he did with R. Kelly.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, he said. Jay-Z didn't even tell him that he did like Best of Both Worlds.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Oh, so you looked at the same interview?
I didn't see the interview, but I heard about it. But he said,
Yeah.
he
Dean
didn't
didn't know
know
that
anything
Best of
about
He
it.
said he he said he told him he don't mess with it. And then his whole thing was if you know I'm not fucking with him, why you fucking with him? If you're my
Yeah.
boy, if you're supposed to be my man, it's like, you know, Aaliyah's my girl, like this and that, you know. It was,
Oh, so that's so. Oh, you mean Dame Dash was dating Aaliyah before she passed?
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, I thought you were saying R. Kelly was
I think
dating
R.
her before
Kelly
she passed,
actually.
right?
Oh,
married-
no.
married
No,
her
he
once.
allegedly forged the marriage certificate.
Yes.
She was underage, like she was
Yeah.
like 16 or 17, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I don't like why now? Like what is like my thing is like why now? Like it seems like there's like I don't know. There's
That's
like
the culture we live in.
there's got to be a ton of other people that are you know just as fucked up. And they're not.
This
they're-
one, this
But
is-
they don't have as much proof as art does.
I'm sure they do if they looked hard enough. They had that video. Did you see the video that Snoop Dogg posted? Oh yeah, you're not on social media, but he posted a video about a guy singing about like being in love with a 16-year-old girl, like back in the 80s. Like this was like a guy doing a music video about being in love with a 16-year-old girl. And then you have people like David Bowie or something like that that had sex with 15-year-olds on his tour, and then like I don't. It just seems like they're over.
Yeah,
like,
and,
yeah, it's like it's gonna
who's
be.
the- Who's
It's
the
gonna be a
Great Balls of
bloodbath.
China? Who's the Balls of China? I mean, Great Balls of Fire guy? Jerry Lee Lewis.
Uh-huh.
Is his name was Jerry Lee Lewis?
I don't know. I thought Little Richard sang that song.
No, it wasn't. Him. It wasn't him. But I mean, shit is sick, man. Like,
Yeah, I know, but it's like we're all,
And I'm
we're all
not
picking on
saying-
one guy. It's like let's circle around this one guy
Yeah.
and point at him and say, oh,
let's
you're
go.
the bad
Let's
guy.
go get Woody
Yeah, I'm all
Allen.
for it.
Let's go get Woody Allen.
Yeah, fuck R. Kelly.
Fuck R. Kelly.
That's how we are. That's how it is.
Still,
right
though.
now.
Yeah, that's how it is. It's like you gotta like we gotta sacrifice somebody today.
Yeah, every 10 years we gotta sacrifice somebody.
Every
Not in
So-
this in the cancel culture. It's like every week somebody else getting hung
tossed.
up, but rightfully so. As long as it's
I know this scandal is probably taking the heat off of something else that we're not paying attention to.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what it is.
The
I don't
wall.
know what we're not paying attention
They're,
to.
mean,
they're
come
starting to dig the wall now. Like they're laying
They got
the foundation for the wall.
Yeah, they got to put some pipes.
While R. Kelly's
Start to break it up.
the wall.
Uh,
Is everybody getting their income tax checks?
I hope so.
I heard since the government shut down,
They took enough fucking money from me this year.
they wasn't giving that out until the government's back on.
I heard they were processing income tax.
I don't know. I don't know. Anything.
I heard a follow up to that they are gonna be doing it, but I don't know. Who knows? Like
And like the TSA agents are
Yeah.
getting paid.
Watch fine. Yeah, they just let people on.
People just
That's
yo,
right,
people
yeah.
coming in with knives.
maybe
Yeah.
that's what it
Box
is.
cutters?
Nays like the government shut. Nobody's talking about the government shutdown. Everybody's talking about R. Kelly. So it's like, why is but everything's still running. So it's just like.
Yeah.
I had a Dasani on my carry-on and shit. It was just like, yeah, come through, bro.
Yeah,
You
got
good?
it.
You good? You got that?
bro.
You got a bottle of Jack
You got a knife
on a carry-on? Oh, man, go ahead. Give
You
me
got
a
2
sip.
grams?
Let me get a
That's
sip.
2 grams?
shit.
As long as it's not an ounce, player. You
Yeah.
good.
Come
Good.
here, get some of that.
TSA,
gotta pay, you gotta pay to
TSA
play.
came to work.
Wow.
All the TSA came to work high.
Yeah, but I thought it was funny that Torre like got accused of, it's just like everybody's a hypocrite at some point.
I mean, I thought I saw a headline with Drake getting accused of.
Yeah, like Drake and then Chance and I think Chance the Rapper too. I don't know, I don't put that out there. But yeah, I
Chance?
did hear about Drake. But it's like I don't know. It's just like it's very
Yeah, man, we're gonna cancel
like everybody's just fucking guilty of everything.
Yeah,
It's just
we're gonna
like,
cancel everyone, and all we have
Yeah,
to
who
listen to is
instrumentals.
Robin Thicke.
And then we have to, we need to make no.
No, I think
Robin
they
Thicke's-
canceled
think
Robin
Thicke's
too.
This is bad, right?
Yeah,
He's
nah, they
bad.
canceled his ass
Yeah,
too.
Yeah.
I tried to think of a joke. It's like, nope, we actually
Nah,
aren't
everybody
going to
like
listen to anyone.
name somebody that can't get canceled.
They trying to get Michael Jackson again. Let me go on record by saying I am defending Michael Jackson.
Okay. You don't have to.
Out of here.
You don't have to. You don't have to defend Michael if you don't want to.
Nah, I'm defending Mike.
Okay.
Mike's my guy.
No, Mike had a lot of fucked up shit happen to his
Mike's my guy though.
He was more of like a tragic
It's
figure.
still fuck R. Kelly, but yo, Michael Jackson.
Man, I'm not saying
Long
fuck
live
R.
the
Kelly. I'm
legend.
just saying like everybody's gotta.
Nah, come on, bro.
Everybody's
No, no.
everybody's
R.
gotta
Kelly
be
is
consistent.
sick.
Everybody's gotta be consistent though.
He's sick.
I know he is, but it's like he's gotta be. Everybody's
He gave
gotta be
us Trapped in
consistent.
the Closet 1 through 3. I'll never hate him because of that.
I don't know. Like I said, I
But
don't
he's
even-
sick and he needs help.
I haven't listened.
So
To, I haven't listened to an R. Kelly song probably in like maybe a decade. Like I don't know when. I think the Chappelle Show is the last time I even heard anything remotely close to an R. Kelly song.
That's actually when I probably stopped listening to him. When Dave Chappelle shut him down. Oh my God.
I like the joke too of him like on for I think it's For What It's Worth where he was just like R. Kelly's mad at you.
Yeah, he's like, R.
And
Kelly is
he's
mad at
he's
me.
like he said he saw him and he's like how you gonna make a video about peeing on people.
Nigga, how you gonna make a video about peeing on people?
That'd be the funniest comeback ever, bro. That's so funny. But anyways.
Yo, he go in history as the artist, the great artist that peed on people.
Of course.
Think about that. Like I'm starting
He
to like.
called himself the Pied Piper.
Yeah.
No, he's got that was
That's
a red flag
crazy.
right there. And he was just like out in the open about it, like
Dancing in the name of love.
That's psycho shit.
Promising careers. So,
My nigga had a cape on.
but
Alright, I'm off R. Kelly.
there was something there's one more thing I wanted to mention. I can't remember right now. Damn it! Like we said the other stuff. I can't remember what I was gonna say about him. Anyways.
What else is fresh
Yeah,
in
what else?
2019?
What else is fresh besides the shutdown and R. Kelly?
The government shut down.
Shit's still going
Wild.
on. Like I don't know. I don't understand the government shutdown. Like to be honest, like
People are losing their homes right now.
Is it true? Is that true?
It actually, did you know, the government has been shut down so long that it costs this country more money to shut it down than it would have cost to give Trump the money he asked for in the first place.
Oh shit.
Like, it's counterproductive, everything.
Well, I think the wall thing is like it's retarded.
It's very
Like,
retarded, and the
like,
Democrats are
but
like,
it's like,
no,
why would-
you're not getting this money. Chill.
Why'd you give that to somebody who like?
The roads still have potholes in them in St. Louis.
It's like a baby begging,
Fuck outta
like it's baby begging for like a poison popsicle, and you're like, no, you can't have a poison popsicle. You can't fucking have it.
People are still getting Down syndrome in Flint, Michigan because the water is dirty. Like,
New babies.
fix that.
You get Down syndrome from having dirty water.
Yeah, if you got lead in your tap water, your babies come out weird.
They come out Down syndrome.
Or,
Down
I
syndrome?
don't mean to say weird, like,
Well,
but like
they come out.
They,
See how do you say that?
Big
How do we
poison.
say that in
yeah,
2019?
I'm trying to be
your baby.
PC.
Your babies come out with ailments.
Yeah.
Can we say it like that?
Yeah.
Is that allowed?
Yeah. That's allowed.
Did you hear The Rock got in trouble for saying calling the current generation Snowflake? So like The Rock.
And snowflake is such a PC word for y'all some pussies.
Yeah, y'all pussy.
But like, yeah, snowflake is like such a rock verb.
Is it?
Verbiage.
Well, yeah. I mean, people.
It's like,
some people own it.
The Rock used to say candy ass every night
Yeah.
on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With your candy ass.
Which literally is like PC slang for faggot.
Oh wow. Can we say that?
I can't even say that. Nah.
No. Okay. I'll bleep it out. I don't know.
Bleep it out.
Can we say? We can't say a hard F. It's a hard F.
That was a hard F. I was just using
the
it
hard way.
in reference to the word. I would never say that
I
word.
was thinking like that's
Same.
in so much music though from like the early 2000s and
And
early
the
90s.
What's in so much
Sure.
music?
The F word.
That word was loose.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, they used it all the time. 50 Cent, Eminem. Like, are they next? You think those guys are next? Like, they already tried to cancel Eminem. Like when he first came out.
Eminem can't be canceled.
Well, it's up to everybody on Twitter now.
He sold the most albums in 2018.
Did he really?
Yep.
How though?
More than Drake.
That drives me crazy.
He did what?
He sold
the
more
most
albums than Drake. Did he stream more albums than Drake? So
I don't know,
he
but
could have
sold
bought
the
his
most.
he could have bought his own albums
Wow.
and put them in his house.
M sold the most.
Yeah.
Wow,
I
bro.
still don't get that. Like his newest stuff is like not as good as his oldest stuff.
And he's selling.
That shit was
Yeah.
crazy. Man.
His-
Yo,
his
son,
fan
Juice
base is
Media,
there.
what's up, player?
What up, Juice?
Man, where's the party at? They put on events. Y'all check out Juice Media, man. They
Check
put
out
out-
Juice Media.
They always got an event going on. They probably got an event tonight.
Yeah.
You still can catch it because it don't start till 3 a.m.
Oh, for real? Is that all the events start at 3?
Yeah, you know, look at it, bless up. Yeah, you know, the Jamaicans, they get started, they party started at 3 a.m.
I didn't know that.
4 a.m. in the morning.
I didn't know that. They do all that jumping off of the stage onto some.
No, not that one. I don't think, not
The
this
dance
one. Look at it, you know what I'm saying? No, that's a different, no, this is straight up reggae, like, we dancing.
Yeah,
Not
that's
jumping.
what I'm saying. Like jumping
I-
off of the. You never saw the daggering?
Yeah, I saw that,
Okay.
but that's not
That's
Juice
not
Media.
Juice Media.
That's not Juice
just a
Media,
different
man.
vibe.
They not jumping off the lights and bars and jumping on, like, they dancing though. They doing that classic dagger. Yeah, he said it. But you, like, Juice, hey, you don't do that though. right?
Hey, don't put him in a box.
Juice Media,
Don't
you,
put- don't
you
put
guys
Juice
don't do
Media in
that
a
though,
box.
right?
Don't put him in a box.
Look at
He
you
might.
say what the
He might. You never know.
Hey, maybe so then. Okay, we'll rock with it.
Oh man. Damn, bro. So how's Landmark going?
He said, hell nah.
Oh, no, he doesn't do it.
Nah, they don't do it. Okay, so
Okay, that's cool.
he said, hell no, not him.
Not me.
That's right. I
Not
told
up in
you
here.
that. That's not even stylish. They put together classic events. They don't put together
Yeah,
all that
you
crazy
mean
shit.
classy event.
Classic and classy, like
Oh.
straight up.
Classic meets classy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know.
So they don't do that.
He said his nuts are precious. Hell yeah, mine are too.
They go crazy. They go real crazy. They don't hold back in those. Like I was like wondering how the fuck they like survive that shit. Like this shit's crazy.
Man, I don't have enough energy for all that.
Yeah, I couldn't even think.
I gotta save and preserve mine. If we gonna do it, if we fucking, we gonna fuck for real.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not wasting all my energy on that. We gonna do it. We gonna do it for real. For real.
Oh man.
Are you playing?
What's up, Stan? What's going on? You were taking pictures of your socks?
Huh? Nah,
Is that
y'all
what-
got our shoes off and
Oh, okay.
catching the
Get
vibe.
Shoes off. Shoes
Yeah.
off. Not on. In the upper room.
For sure.
So what's the topic? Oh, we was talking about R. Kelly at first. We've shifted from that topic. We had a little conspiracy talk about did we really land on the moon?
Mm-hmm.
And then Juice Media popped up, and now
Yeah.
you were the topic of conversation.
Let's talk about Stan. Can we talk about Stan? Are you okay with that, Stan?
Oh,
You can
what do
see
you
the
want to
other
know?
voices in the room. Oh, okay, yeah.
Huh? We had brought you on last time, and you had a lot of shit going on. You were working on a cartoon. Was that true?
Yeah. Oh, I told you that. didn't I?
Yes.
One.
Pretty much like a comic, like a graphic novel.
Graphic novel. That's what it was. So how's that going?
It's a lot more developed now than
It was
the
before.
last time I spoke with you, but it's still nowhere close to being done.
Yeah. So can you?
Still in the
So are
early
you?
development
You're writing
stages.
it and you're drawing it. You're doing all of it.
Yeah, I'm doing all of it with the help of my friend Willow, who was supposed to be here today.
Okay. Willow Smith.
No,
I'm kidding.
her last name's Heller, but
Uh-huh.
she's really a creative friend of mine. She came down for my birthday actually from Chicago.
Make sure you're talking to the mic.
Sorry.
There you go. You can talk.
Yeah, she was a little under the weather today. She's at Rob's.
She arrives. Oh, she didn't want to come through, huh?
What do you say like that, bro?
couldn't get
Let's
it
talk
out.
about the graphic novel. That's what I want to talk about. Can you talk about anything about it, or is it like super secret? Like you can't talk about the story.
I don't even want to tell you the title because
You
the
can't
title
say the
might not
title.
even be the title.
Okay.
And 6 months later, it could be something else.
Is it
I
black?
can tell you vaguely what it's about.
Yeah. Hit us. Hit us with the topic.
Actually, remember when we were speaking earlier about like ancient civilizations?
Yeah.
It has to deal with that, and it deals with like one of the first tribes of the planet, and they like create like these relics that can control like the spirit of the planet and Earth, and it grants people certain powers, and these relics are known to cause like different cataclysms on the planet to happen, like the breaking of Pangea, or like the Great Flood of Noah, things like that.
That's good shit.
Usually a corrupt person holding one of the relics. There's like 6 relics. A corrupt person would usually bring about one of these
Cataclysms.
cataclysms, and so it wouldn't happen again. These relics were hidden away from the world, from like the last of this tribe or whatever. And it isn't until like the current situation of where I'm writing the book, which is almost like a not so distant future of like today's reality. It's
Okay.
almost like one of those Black Mirror kind of scenarios where it's like you can relate to it, but you can tell it's a little futuristic. It's a little beyond
it's a little bit in the
our current time, but
Yeah.
it's not so far off.
okay.
And that's what it's mainly about. It's mainly about people finding ancient technology and dealing with it in a futuristic setting.
Okay, that's dope, man. Actually, I actually want to read that. I would read that, the synopsis. So
That's
how-
a really bad
like, bad version of it.
watered down synopsis that
Well,
I
you
just
can't
gave.
give away too much. I understand.
But yeah, next time I'm here, I promise I'll have like photos, pictures, and
Nice.
things to show
So-
you that are way.
So what's the process of making a graphic novel? Like in
Finding
today's
originality, finding your original voice, finding a story that doesn't take away from too much inspiration.
okay.
When you read a story, you don't want to think, oh, this is Blade mixed with Pokemon. Or like, you don't want to think that like your story is
depends on
so
how good it
unoriginal,
is.
like, because everything's been written before.
Right. Every idea's been,
So
been done before.
when it comes to writing for me, it's almost like
It's about your voice.
finding that little pocket that no one's ever touched, finding that niche and just like running with it and see how far you can take it.
Okay. Yeah. And then as far as like, so you get the graphic novel made, right? Say you're done. You got all the drawings. You got all the everything written, and it's finished. You're holding it in your hand. What do you do with
Oh,
it?
I
after-
can't wait for
what do you
that.
do? What do you
That's
do?
maybe
What do you,
like 2 years from now.
what do you do with it after that? Do you know?
Sell it.
Okay, so I mean, like, are you just gonna sell it on like Instagram, or are you gonna get a
No,
publisher?
no,
or
yeah,
you
you get a
like,
publisher, you sell
uh,
it independently.
You're gonna try to shop it at
Comic
DC.
shops.
You're gonna try to
Yeah,
Marvel?
Comic Cons, do all that. It's gonna be like an independent like book.
Okay, that's dope, man. Like that sounds like awesome.
Yeah, and I want to do more. Like that's
Of
just one
course.
story I started with my friend, but I also have stories of like just mine in general.
Yeah.
I have like reoccurring dreams that I always go through,
Uh
and when I tell people my dreams, they're always like, "Yo, you should write that down."
huh.
Yeah, like I have like dreams that could be whole movies.
Bro, I had this like I had like one of the most vivid like visions I've ever had in like a dream, where like I was like somebody was like it was somebody I hate at work, and I was like walking around with them, and then like we go to get on an elevator, but it's one of those old school elevators, like the ones that like you gotta like do a bunch of shit, and like it's like metal gate, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then we get in that and then go up, and it's like this huge like shipping kind of shipyard, but like space. You know what I mean? It's like a space shipyard. I don't know what the fuck that meant. That was just like one of those weird dreams, but it was like so like detailed. It was like it blew, like I was like, how the fuck did I dream that? You know what I mean?
A lot of times our mind can think of
But I always felt like I should.
crazy things.
I wish
Like,
I probably could draw it out if like.
you
if
ever
I
dream
thought
of
about it.
someone you've never seen before?
No, that never happened. I've dreamed of like an animal attacking me. The worst dream I think I've ever had. I've had a couple, but like the worst one I remember to date is like I had sleep paralysis, and like there was
Ooh.
somebody that was trying to rape me. Like I was laying on my stomach.
A dude?
Yes, I was laying on my stomach.
God damn.
I was laying on my stomach in my bed, and I had sleep paralysis.
That's the worst.
And I was like, I had my head like trying to like wake up, like this dude's like about to like get on me. I was like, get on, like.
me any other
I was,
vision.
and I was like, I couldn't fucking
Trying to
move.
rape
I couldn't
me.
fucking move, and I was like,
I was
like,
yo.
what is going on? And then I woke like right before he was about to like grab me. I woke up like I was like, shit.
Just when you said a dude.
Yeah.
I've heard so many horror stories about sleep paralysis.
Yes.
I've heard of
Yeah.
giant spiders.
Oh god, I've
I've heard of like
that one.
the grays.
Oh wow.
You know, like
I can imagine that.
He
shadowy-
said gunshot in his sleep. None of Jamaicans don't play that shit.
I heard of like the gray people. I heard of like demons. I ain't never hear of somebody sleep paralysis and it just be a dude.
Yeah, it was like
Standing over
it
you.
was somebody like walking, like they were like slowly walking like toward me, and I was on my stomach like trying
See,
to
but
like.
did you have a face to that person?
No, I didn't. it was like a guy, just like somebody creeping on me, and I was trying to get like wake up, but like I was paralyzed because of sleep paralysis.
Mm-hmm.
And then like right before they came to like grab me, I like woke up and I was like, oh my god, that was like the worst fucking dream I've ever had.
You know what? I had one not
Getting
not-
raped on
not-
your back is
yeah.
wild.
Yeah, like especially when you're paralyzed, like I couldn't do anything. It was like I couldn't get up to like fight or anything. I just had sleeper. I was like paralyzed. Can you imagine being paralyzed and like somebody like trying to take?
Oh,
Did-
he
did-
said he would never go to sleep after that.
I was bro. That was like the one of the scariest dreams I've ever had.
Oh my god.
But like
That's a
the,
nightmare.
did they do that to the dude in Oz? Remember the dude in the wheelchair in Oz? Didn't he get?
No, I don't.
He got his cheeks clapped.
I never.
He got the
I
cheeks.
got a confession. I never seen Oz,
I never
No,
seen.
I've never
Oz,
seen all of it, but I've seen like a couple episodes.
and I've only seen up to season 4 of The Wire.
Okay.
I never finished.
I never finished The Wire either. You're in good company.
He said, "Bring him on the Cuban coffee."
He's not.
Said he not going to sleep no more. Now.
Bro, I got out of it though. I guess it's like the silver lining is nobody raped me in my dream
Yeah.
to date.
Yeah, but
So-
the shit felt so real.
It
didn't
felt so. Oh my god, I was so scared. I was like, why can't I move? I was like, why can't I wake up? I not wake up, but I'm like, why can't I move?
I've had sleep
I hate
paralysis.
dreams where you can't scream
But-
or
Has
run.
it been an hour already?
Oh, video this
that's,
shit.
that's how it ends.
Damn.
On a rape joke.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, man. So it was.
But sleep paralysis, I've had it, but I was on my back, but I could actually feel my body, but nobody was around. I was with my previous relationship at the time,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't say anything. I just went back to sleep. Like I was like, hell.
I had never even I didn't even know it was a thing. Like I had never had sleep until that moment. I was like, this shit's real. Like sleep paralysis is a real thing. Like I kind of knew like what was going on. Like when I woke up, I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like confused. Like what the fuck just happened? Like why is this a thing? Like why is why can't you? How are you able to be awake and not move your body?
Sleep paralysis.
That shit was fucking scary. That was some scary shit.
Wow.
So, anyways, I guess it's been at least an hour. It has to be, right? Like the Instagram is an hour.
Yeah, I started it early. It started like 3 minutes early.
Okay.
So it's 10:58.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into I still can't remember that thing that we said we were gonna do.
I still cannot even.
It's like when like you say you're drunk and like you're having a conversation, and it sounds like you're saying nonsense, but it makes a lot of sense
It did.
at the time.
But I think it.
But
did.
it made sense. Like it made actual
Yes.
sense.
Because we say, well, we don't have to do the L of the week anymore.
Yeah, we can do.
We can just this.
Blah 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 blah.
And that's exactly the way it sounds too. That's exactly how it sounds. Blah, 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 blah. And you're trying to squeeze for it, like, damn, it's just right there. And I don't know.
I felt like it was questions or something.
Well, questions is what we were going to do for our headlines,
Yeah.
for our titles.
We gotta hash this out, bro. We gotta have a seance after this. We cut.
Mama say, mama.
Mama say, mama sa, mama kusa.
A seance.
A seance.
Yeah.
Go on.
So let's,
I'm intrigued.
I'm intrigued.
He said, keep going.
That would be a funny skit,
Keep
wouldn't it?
going.
You like summon like I don't know.
You see me wearing all black, man. I'm the most emo friend you got.
That's what I was gonna name
I'm
the
ready for it.
I was gonna name the podcast "Black Is the New Black." We're all wearing black right now.
Black is the new black. Did you see my video?
Did you see my video, Dave Chappelle? Yeah, so let's go into the inspirations, I guess, since we can't think of that thing. It'll come back to us, maybe in a dream, maybe in a sleep paralysis dream.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. Somebody will be holding us over a balcony and we can't move.
It was something, man. I just.
It was
It's
genius too.
usually-
It was it clicked. It was like, that's dope.
Yeah.
That had that feeling like this is it. But
you ever have a dream of something you forgot and you really wanted to remember it?
Yeah.
Like, you ever have a dream of like a hit song?
Yes,
And
I
it's
did.
like, oh
I
my
did.
God,
Yeah,
this
I've
is a
had
hit
that
song.
before.
And then you wake up and you're like, how did the
song go? I said I was gonna write it down.
That happens to me 3
But
times a week.
I also
Like
had a song and I wrote it down, and when I was singing it, I was drunk and it was the bomb, and then I wake up and I can't remember the melody. Like,
Well,
damn,
It's
that's
the
what I
worst
record.
thing
I record
ever.
like good
I was
ideas
like,
into my
damn.
phone.
I was like, damn, that shit's
No matter where I am, I'll record. I'll like,
I sleep with a notebook.
okay. Do you write your dream? Do you have a dream journal?
It's on my notes on my phone.
Okay.
When I was like 7th grade, I used to have a journal though.
I've
But
always
like
wanted to do
after high school, we all started getting cell phones. I used to write everything in the notes.
Okay. Yeah, I record all the like the when I have like riffs on the guitar and stuff like that. I record it in there, and like any like melodies, I'll hum it out, or like I'll sing it.
See,
But-
that's another thing too. Cell phones and how old you. I know you guys are a little older than me, but like, how old were you? Were you in high school when you had a cell phone?
Negative, senor. My parents had cell phones,
Yeah.
but I didn't have a cell phone until like
I turned 18.
my first year out of
I
high school.
got my first cell phone. My brother paid for it. I was a junior in high school,
Nice.
and now like in my peer group, I was late. Like everyone had cell phones from way before.
Nah,
Like little Verizon flips, little razors, you know,
The church.
the little the two-way
They
pagers.
had people.
mine
Well,
was a Samsung.
I graduated 08, so like the
Uh-huh.
thing back then, like in 07, 06, you had the T-Mobile two-way, the little slider.
yeah, that
The
you
two-way
slide up
pager.
and then you.
You
That
remember
shit
the
was
Was
hard.
it a two-way pager?
The Razor, Motorola Razor.
Yeah,
Razor.
That was
Yeah.
the one-
Everybody
that was the
had a
chirp,
Razor
right?
phase.
Was that the chirp? No, I'm
No,
thinking
not
of
the Chirp. That's the,
Motorola.
Nextel. That's the
Was it Nextel? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they had the folder. Yeah, it was like a walkie-talkie.
Nextel Chirp. I never had one of those.
Yeah, I never
I
had.
remember
one.
the Sidekick.
Yeah.
That was
It's
the
just-
T-Mobile. That was the two-way.
That band.
That was the
Yeah.
two-way
Oh, okay.
pager.
Yeah.
The Sidekick.
The
All the
two-way.
fly girls with Jordans on had the Sidekick.
Well, they were sucking dick.
they
else was
had the Sidekick with the belt
Yeah,
clip.
All the fly girls were sucking.
All
dick.
the fly
They were
girls
sucking-
had the belt clip.
They were sucking
That shit
30-year-old dick.
still was not too long ago. That was not too long ago.
No, yeah, it was
a
like-
Razor.
it was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's a decade.
Yeah. We had the generation. I remember the first generation iPhone came out, and my boy had gotten one, man.
You
It was like $600. I think. No, it might have been cheaper than that.
Maybe it was
But-
like 400 before they started raping.
even when it was 400 back then, I was like, yo, you paid 400 for a phone? And you're balling, huh?
Now go
You
back.
got
and,
it, huh?
Now go back and look at that first generation iPhone.
That shit was
Yeah,
trash.
yeah. It was what it was. I have a touch. I
It was like 10 gigabytes.
I have the Generation 3 touch.
10 kilobytes. It was
10
it was,
kilobytes.
it was bad.
10.
Who knew? Like who knew iPhone was like? I don't know who it was. Somebody was telling me like this dude kept his like he bought 2 phones that year. He bought the first generation. He bought 2 of them, and that one phone in box, whatever, it was worth like a lot of money.
Oh, he kept it and he
Kept
never unboxed it.
Never unboxed.
Oh,
it.
you
That's-
kept the 3G iPhone?
Yeah.
Like the original drink?
Generation first generation.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping happens with those flamethrowers.
Did you get one?
Yeah, I got 2 of them.
Nice. You got one to use?
Yo, I
and
saw-
one to
did I
see?
I was gonna use it, but I was like, no, I'm not using either of them.
Oh, so you just kept both of them in a box?
They're both in the box, in their original box, OG
Oh.
box.
Somebody did
From
use
Board
it.
Company?
From Boring Company, yeah. From the Elon Musk.
Were we just talking about Elon? How do you feel about Elon? Do you think he has the keys?
I told him.
man.
I
I
told him I
think
trust him.
he's like everybody else. Like
Nate trusts Elon, man.
Elon.
I think I trust Elon, too.
Elon's a man. Elon's a man.
I think Elon is good for the ecosystem.
I think his spirit is good. I think where his ideas are.
I think he
good.
means
Yeah,
well.
that's where I'm at.
Yeah,
He's inspirational. I'm
but
not
he's
saying-
he's a man like any other. Like you see like the
Yeah.
crack, the chinks in the armor, like when
Yeah.
The tunnels.
yeah.
I like that
tunnels.
idea.
He has a glass ceiling
Oh, the
somewhere.
board. Yeah, they have the tunnel.
I
in
do
LA.
believe our transit system should be more like ants, where we should have underground.
I'm just thinking. I was like, how is that?
Transport.
How's nobody thought of that yet? Like,
Our
how-
transport should be. I
Tunnel-
remember
tunnel
him
system.
talking about it, and it's like he
Well,
was
it's-
saying we have a 2D transport system
Right, yeah.
and a 3D living area, a
Yeah.
3D space.
Yeah.
So our transport system should be underground, where you could have levels of. Imagine, all right. So you see, we have the I-95, the highway. What if the highway had a second floor and a third floor? It should be that way. Instead of just it being all 2D based and everyone following the same line,
Yeah.
it should all be levels to everything. Every road should have.
It's like a series of.
I know I
things.
sound super.
No. I know what you're talking about.
I
Like
do
that-
too, but how
And
much
I'm
money would that
sipping on
cost?
something. It wouldn't cost much if we just buried, instead of making the second floor of the highway, do that shit underground.
Yeah, but they say like I don't trust it, bro. Like wait, like they have
You
like
could do it here in Florida.
No, the ground
It would
would
not
not
work
support
here.
it.
It's
Yeah.
only going over in LA, like he's doing it in LA. So like yeah, they already have one tunnel,
And it would.
and it's a private tunnel
Earthquakes
system.
wouldn't. I don't think earthquakes.
That's
would
what
affect it
that's
too
what they
much.
say. That's what they
Earthquake
always
only
say.
affects the surface, not.
Yeah, but
underground.
it's tectonic plates are like like everywhere. You know how thick the Earth's crust is? Like that's the tectonic plate. You know what I mean?
It
Like
shakes.
all of the underground is the Earth's.
I'd be scared to shake, and I'd be stuck.
Our land,
until you
compared
get,
to like the actual Earth, this land that we all live on is like the skin to an apple.
but
Compared to like the.
But
rest
I'm
of
saying
the
you're
Earth.
digging underground is still the Earth's crust. Like anything that's solid is the Earth's crust. So there's the crust, the mantle, and then the core.
Mm.
So you're still digging into that Earth's crust,
Mm.
and that's not even whole. So it's like you're digging into a plate that's like it's not even
Unstable.
solid. So like if it's shifting, then how's that not gonna break? You know what I mean?
Apparently they have the science.
That's what I'm saying. There's a
They
science. Like
have
you
the
said,
science,
science
and
is
they
arrogant
say
too.
underground is
But, like,
safer than above ground.
I was thinking today, I was like, do people even know like how powerful the sun is? Like we're all the way out like millions of miles.
I'm
away
still
from it.
mad we
And
pay
it
for
heats,
electricity.
it heats up the water. Like the sun heats up the water.
I'm
millions of miles
upset
away.
that we pay for electricity and we have the sun.
I mean, we haven't.
Capitalism is trash.
Found...
If the sun exists, no one should be paying for electricity.
well, we got to figure out a way to harness
This is
it.
facts.
I mean, that's
No, it has been figured out though.
everyone that's figured out has been shot. I'm sure. Like everyone's just been capped. That's figured it out.
Yeah.
But anyways, we got to go on the inspirations because we're gonna like we've been on
Here
for a
an
minute.
hour.
Inspirations. What is this? What is this segment?
We did this before, right?
Yeah, we
It's
did.
what inspires you. What inspires you for this week to not just get on top of a roof and say fuck it.
Let's.
That's kind of dark, but like it's something that inspired you to gave you wind and energy.
Inspirations.
I can go if you would like.
Kick us off.
So I would like to say, great people of Florida and the world. I was inspired by I was inspired by I guess working out. I got a wetsuit. So I had been working out, right? I think I had mentioned a few times on the show that I lost like a lot of weight, but I gained a lot of it back. So I was like, I gotta figure out something that I can be in the pool year round. I need to eliminate the problem of the water being too cold. So I was doing my research, and I found, some wetsuits, and I found one that had pretty good reviews. I bought it. And then when it was like, I think it was this Monday that I got the wetsuit and I tried it on. And I went to the pool. It was like 47 degrees outside, and I fucking jumped in, and the water was fucking cold. But it was not cold around that wetsuit. My hands and feet are still a problem, but I fixed that. I got gloves and I got swim shoes. But my goal is to be able to swim year round, so I don't have any barriers in my way anymore. So that was very inspiring to be able to get in the pool when before it was like I can't get in the pool because it's too cold. Now it's just like, all right, I got fucking armor on now, so I'm good to go. I'm powering through. So that was very inspirational. So I'm back on my grind, trying to get this fucking tire off of me.
Back on the grizzly.
So you did gain weight back, right?
Yeah, man, I
Thanksgiving.
gained like 10 pounds back, and I was
Wow,
like,
Christmas.
just that quick.
it was like that. I felt, well, I mean, I didn't do shit over the break anyway, so I was just like sitting here. I was working on the website and shit like that, but like I was not working out at all. Like cause that was my thing. I was just like I had been swimming and I had done all this work to get good at swimming, and then like the weather just took it away from me, and I was like, fuck. Cause I was like maybe it'll just get, cause it sometimes doesn't get cold in Florida. Like sometimes we get like fall
In
winters.
the morning though.
Sometimes it'll just be like that for like two,
It's been
3
brisk.
weeks. But that's what I'm saying. Is like this winter has been exceptionally, like wintry, but it's not.
Not really.
But I mean, it's like I don't.
But in the morning,
It's like Native American summer. That's like the correct way to say that now. Where it's like it's cold in the morning and then hot in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
But you still can't swim when it's 50 degrees outside. So like that's what I've been doing, is waking up at 6 in the morning and go swimming, because that's when nobody's at the pool. But if you wait till like, you know, it gets to the afternoon, it's like 80 degrees outside, you'll still see people at the water's still cold, but you'll still see people at the pool. And that annoys me because I can't do my laps like I used to. So
Because people are like in the way.
yeah, and it's just like there's kids and they're yelling and they're swimming and they don't give a fuck. They
No
were trying to,
concentration.
yeah, so like I needed to do it when I had the routine down, right? But the weather had affected my routine.
Mm.
So, like the bear in winter. I put on the weight and I hibernated. But I'm awake now. I'm back up.
I'm off hibernation.
Yeah,
on Wednesday.
I done woke up. So,
I'll officially be back to work on Wednesday.
okay.
That's when my hibernation's off.
Oh man, it felt so good to take that time off. You have no idea how good it felt.
And I'm actually gonna be like, I'm drinking wine now.
Sipping.
It looks excessive, but I'm actually gonna take a real big break off of wine after I get back into
You
work.
have to put on airs for us.
Hmm?
We did take a break from drinking, but like I was just
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna be
I-
taking a break off drinking. I'm gonna
It-
get into like a whole gym mode, and
yeah. It
my
was,
resolutions don't start until like I start work again.
Okay.
Right now I'm still like on vacation birthday vibe right now.
I am too a little bit. I'm
Yeah?
not up front.
I
But
wanna-
when I get back to work on Wednesday, everything's changing. I'm trying
My
to
birthday is this month. That's the reason why I'm not like I haven't like I'm very quote unquote controlled, if I want to use that word.
yeah.
But by February, I'll be straight up strict about my shit.
Nah.
Nate damn near vegetarian. I don't know if y'all know that.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, he is. I don't know how he does that.
He eats chicken like
Never.
once a month.
Once every couple of years.
I don't eat chicken. Only
You
thing
stop chicken?
no. Only thing
Yeah.
eggs and cheese, and I even like my diet.
I
See,
can't
that's the
let go
major
of
thing.
cheese.
My diet doesn't even like the one that I'm creating don't even have no cheese, no dairy, and I can still get my
Can you
protein.
let go of cheese, honestly?
No,
Come on, bro.
I tried.
I hear you're supposed to like.
I love
yeah.
Dairy cheese, like vegetarian cheese, is the only thing I don't think we've perfected as a species.
They haven't gotten the what is it?
Humans
It's-
have
it's
not
called, like-
perfected.
It's called like vegan meatloaf or something like that.
First of all, Beyond Burgers are fire.
Beyond Burger,
Yeah,
Beyond Beef.
Vegetarian beef, we figured it out. We
It
got
ain't-
it. Now we just need to figure out cheese, and maybe I could be a vegetarian.
So aren't the
If you
patties
can't give
soy?
me good veggie cheese,
I don't fuck
I'm
with the soy.
never.
Well, yeah, you don't fuck with soy.
Yeah, I'm never switching sides.
I think the Beyond Burger
So it's not
is
good for
it's
your,
like
I
they
heard
mix
soy's
Kim-
not good for your libido.
Yeah, it has
Yeah.
estrogen.
So it's
in it.
like
It
estrogen.
unbalances the man.
Yeah.
It's good for the women's,
To be getting man boobs.
but it's not good for the
all that
man's.
tofu.
Yeah. And it's still.
First of all,
second-
tofu's fire. I
It's
love
still.
tofu.
I don't like that shit.
I like tofu.
The
If you get
texture-
it seasoned right,
I don't like the texture.
you ever had miso soup?
Learn how to season
Uh,
your tofu.
Come on, bro. Get some,
One time,
get
I
some
don't like it.
sushi, man.
I eat sushi.
They don't.
Maybe.
Sushi's not tofu though.
Yeah.
No, miso soup is tofu's in
I don't like miso. I like
Yeah.
wonton. I'm a wonton soup guy.
wonton soup.
Yeah.
That's like any Chinese
Yeah,
restaurant.
that's dope. Like, well, the wonton soup is the one. Or the what is the one
I'm a
where,
miso guy.
where they have the scallions in it? It's like a broth. I think that's wonton.
That's the miso that he was just talking
No, that's not miso.
No,
miso
no.
Miso's like it has like seaweed.
Seaweed and tofu.
But there's one where it has like bacon and
I think
scallions
it's like
in
a
it.
fish broth.
Oh, okay.
The one that had bacon
So-
and scallions in
I
it is like
love miso.
amazing.
Nate's like, nah, I don't do none of that.
No,
I don't even eat fish.
I eat
You don't
it.
eat, you don't eat fish?
I love salmon and tuna.
You gotta get your protein, am I right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've discovered a way to get all my protein without eggs and cheese. Now, will I stick to that? I don't know. I like cheese. You know what I'm saying? I really do. But that is the path that I'm looking.
Someone tried to ruin eggs for me the other day.
How so?
Um,
Oh, now you're gonna ruin it for me. Let's just not
you
talk
want me
about
to
it.
tell you?
Let's just move on.
Alright, cool, I won't say it.
Yeah.
All
I like eggs.
Inspiration. Let's hit it.
I was like, fuck
Let's
with my
kick it.
eggs, bro.
My inspiration this week has been my muses.
Women?
Yeah,
Oh, where? Did you share them on here? Did you?
I
Did you
think
show
I
me?
did.
I think I saw a couple of them that I knew, man. For real. But go ahead, my bro.
But yeah, the women in my life, they inspire me a lot. A couple of my friends flew down to Florida just to kick it with me for my birthday. That was cool. Willow, the friend I'm writing the story with, she's
Okay.
one of them. Beta,
Beta.
well, that's Willow's roommate.
Willow and Beta.
Yes, I love,
You say it like that.
they're like my whole heart. I love them. As well as like everybody else who was like around me during like my birthday. They've been giving me inspiration, and while I'm on this like vacation sort of like break period for the start of the year, it's like something that I needed because like I was going hard at the end of the like 2018,
Tell me
just working too much, and I felt like I just needed like some time off. So like these first couple weeks are just like really needed. And I believe like, you know, personal time is something we don't pay attention to a lot. Because it's in this world right now that we live in, social media and like attention spans shortening, everything is here, now, let's get it. But sometimes you kind of have to like take some time off and reflect every now and then and really kind of like recharge yourself.
Of course, yeah. Hear
'Cause
yourself think for once.
I'm a graphic designer. I work in
Yeah.
the design industry. When I'm not at work, I'm working for myself as a full-time artist. So I'm constantly being creative. And when you're doing that, it's like,
You get burnt out.
it sucks a lot out of you. So
Yeah.
you kind of have to take some time out and kind of like live life
Yeah.
and
Well, yeah,
recharge.
yeah.
And so you could give more output.
Yeah, so you have more.
But if you're milking the cow and you're constantly pause.
Yeah,
I didn't even mean to do
well,
that, but
yeah, it's a,
but if you're constantly milking the cow and the cow's not eating and living life, it's not gonna have fresh milk for you.
yeah. It's
So
gonna-
you kind of have to, you know.
the milk's gone bad, Charlie.
And I don't believe in vacations. Even when I'm like in this little break, I still want to be as productive as possible. I still want to. This is like an extension of my body, like my iPad. I'm
Yeah.
constantly drawing on it.
Yeah.
Like and that's like one thing about me. Like I don't really actually believe in vacations.
Uh huh.
I just believe in time for yourself, but at the same time, you should still want more. I'm one of those spirits who could just never really be content. If you gave me $1 million, I don't think I would be content. You know what I mean? I would
Yeah.
still want
To do
more.
something. Yeah.
Well, of
I
course, yeah.
couldn't just have $1 million and say, okay, I finally got my million.
Let me kick my
Life is
feet up.
good.
Yeah.
I could sit back and just enjoy the flower. Like no, like
No, I couldn't
something
do
has
that
to be
either.
done.
I
always.
yeah, I mean, like, yeah, like I would play music or draw or, you know, do other stuff that's, you know, creatively fulfilling.
Yeah.
But, like, as far as, like,
If somebody just like you win the lottery and someone's like, hey, choice,
that's,
million.
like I said, that's what
This
I do.
is your
I mean,
million.
I buy,
Nay,
I buy my
$1 million
house.
for you right now.
Yeah.
That joy is
million's not
temporary.
enough.
$1 million
No,
is.
no, it's not
Yeah.
enough.
I could kill $1 million in 5 months,
Kill it.
honestly.
5 minutes.
nah, you up.
I could
But-
kill it and just, like, there's so much stuff you could do with $1 million. There's so many drugs you can buy. So many cars.
Nah, now you're
So-
just thinking like,
Nah, I'm kidding. I would definitely buy a house. I mean, well, you get half of it, right? Like, so Are we getting
If you-
two? Are you getting $2 million or $1 million?
No, you just get one
You
clean
get
meal.
one clean million.
So if you spend $1,
You
you're
got-
not a
you-
millionaire no more.
Is this legal money or is it illegal money?
No, like
So
hypothetically,
you gotta tell the government
you
about
gotta-
this money.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hypothetically,
that's like, I can't,
you won the
can't-
lottery.
Yeah, you get
You got a
that's
million.
$500,000. Chop it in half.
Yeah, that's how much Pusha got for the
Chop it in half.
jingle.
Well, no, he got half of that. He probably got like.
no,
he
they
probably
gave him
got-
500 up front.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That was
You have
a
to-
check.
if it's taxed
It was
though.
a check.
But I'm just saying, if the government knows about it, they tax it like 40%. So like he's gotta get like he's get like 60% of that. So it's like $300,000. I'm doing bad
Still
math right
eating.
now, but it's generally
Still,
in that
I'm
area.
eating off that. I don't care.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's not. You're not getting all of the money. You're not getting all of that money.
But yeah, I'm just saying, like, I don't.
No, I know, I
feel
know.
like there's certain things about me where it's like, I know after a certain amount of success, there's gonna be something. The artist in me is going to be searching for that fire.
Of course.
Because I'm nowhere close to being financially like where I want to be
You don't
as
have,
far as
you don't
like
have
the
fuck
art.
you money yet.
Yeah.
You're still looking for the fuck you money. That's what I'm
But
looking
I
for.
feel like
Everybody.
when I do have that, it could be what makes or breaks me. Because a lot of people get that
it's fun,
and
yeah.
become content.
It's
and
funny
then they
you say
become, that fire kind of dwindles down.
Of course.
Because it's like, I am at the top of the mountain and I have everything that I
it's
want.
like, what else? What else is there? Like, I already did what I wanted to do.
But there's something in like, I feel like the true artist where you just kind of always find that turmoil, that hurt. And
Well, it
you're just
depends on-
never really happy about
Yeah.
anything, even if you're look at Robin Williams, like
Ugh.
he didn't have a
He's
like
not a
there's not a lot
robot.
to or for me, you know, outside looking in, you know, you have an amazing family,
Yeah.
a great career. Outside looking in, there's not a lot for you to complain about, but you know, to the individual, my life could be hell.
Yeah.
And I feel like a true, I don't want to call every true artist depressing, or I just feel like there's a certain
trying to
number
think
of
of, like,
us
ones that
I
out
really
there.
feel like that's the lie. That
There's a
we-
certain number of us out there who kind of need that, like
Yeah, that struggle.
that struggle,
that,
or else it's like, where do
yeah.
we pull from? I can't give you this if I'm happy.
I've thought about that
If I'm
too.
content, I don't even want to use the word happy, because a lot of people can still make a good living being happy.
Yeah.
But there's something that you pull from as an artist, I feel like, for me personally, comes from more of a darker place than a happy place.
Yeah, I do. I know where you're coming from about that. But I don't know. I like, you just hope.
But
that,
I
like,
can't
you
speak
could-
for all artists.
Right, you could see like beyond that. Like, there's some artists that get beyond that point. You know what I mean? Like, it's not only like they find inner peace and then they can still produce like good stuff.
I mean,
So like, I don't know, like a John Legend or somebody like that. Like, look to John Legend. What would John Legend do?
He's another one who seems pretty happy.
John Legend looks like terribly happy. John Legend's
well,
like,
he
he's like
it's not.
annoyingly happy.
It's not like he looks happy
That's
or
the second
sad.
mention. I
Like,
think I
it seems
mentioned
like
him twice.
he
Like,
plays a
this year.
great middleman. Like he's a
No.
great middle part.
Yeah. Like people were getting on
Like,
him
you know,
about
he's
R.
just
Kelly
cool.
too.
Alright, well,
I forget what. There's something he said, like oh
John,
yeah. They
John
showed,
Legend's in the
they,
documentary.
they showed a picture of him with Harvey Weinstein. So
But that was before the whole. That was before the incident, and
But
John
that's
Legend.
what I'm saying. Like, all these people were like, I don't know.
John Legend was like, I didn't know that he was like that at all.
Nate's got to go.
But John Legend was on the he was on the documentary too.
Yeah, I know.
like,
I know.
who
All
was on the
these-
documentary?
John Legend.
John Legend.
What?
All these
Mhm.
people. They try to. Who they try to?
They're on the documentary of the
R.
R. Kelly.
what
Talking about
John
R.
Legend was
Kelly.
like,
on Lifetime.
on Lifetime.
That ain't correct. Oh, I mean,
no, but he wasn't big enough. He wasn't like big enough R. Kelly.
no. But what I'm
No,
saying
yeah.
is what's up with all of the
Everybody piling on.
piling on?
What's the piling on
story
about?
for?
What's going on?
Are they like?
It's-
Trump
it's
has
fuck R.
been
Kelly, that's
Trump has
what's
been
going
sick
on.
of
what's in
himself.
it for him?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
There's
what's
nothing in it. He actually addressed it on Twitter. He's like, I'm surprised a lot of people didn't follow me in addressing this. He's a serial child pedophile, and it was a no-brainer to speak on the situation. That's what he vaguely said that on his Twitter account, and I felt him. I'm like, yeah, it's a no-brainer. If someone's out here serial pedophile raping kids, we should all do our best as a community, as a society.
But didn't
to
we
get
just
this
talk about how
person the
there's
fuck
a bunch
out of here?
How many-
We're getting back.
Yeah, okay.
We're getting back into it.
He
Let's-
out,
let's-
yeah,
let's-
and I don't want to go back.
I don't want to
we don't
rehash.
wanna- yeah,
Let's Nate.
we already spent the hour on R.
Yeah.
Kelly. I'm just saying, like,
Hit him with the spirit bomb, Nate.
Nate.
Here we are.
Naku.
Final thoughts on R. Kelly.
Final thought is
He raped my mama. No. I'm just-
But he's got to get the fuck back.
what I'm discovering is just self-expression, man. Like, you can do. I probably said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. It's like, you know, you can do anything you want to in life, as long as you leave the world better than the way you found it.
Mm.
You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. You can be
I love
whoever
that.
you want to be. You can see whoever you want to see. It doesn't matter, like, and I really get that. Like, that's been my meditation. That's been my mantra. Is like, okay, so you telling me I can do anything I fucking want to do, as long as I leave the world better than the way I found it. So all it tells me to do is just go out here. Everything you do is make sure that you're a contribution to it.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
I feel like that's how. I mean, I don't know what your beliefs are on heaven.
I believe in the created universe. No, I don't believe in a heaven or hell like this physical place. I believe that it can be in your brain. You have heaven and hell.
I don't like the concept of like happily ever after for some reason.
Okay.
I feel okay, so I might go too deep here, but
I think it's a state of
Hear me
mind. That's
out.
what I'm saying.
I don't believe in heaven, but I do believe in multiple life forms of consciousness.
Okay.
Like humans probably are one of the only creatures with actual awareness and consciousness on this planet. But I feel like
So they
other
say.
planets
So they've been telling us.
have some of those life forms as well. So like I feel like when you die, you go to one of the other
Planets.
planets and live out life
To Mars?
there. Not Mars, somewhere far away from.
There's like
this galaxy.
reincarnation almost,
And
but
another-
like intergalactic,
Another.
Yeah,
It's
like an
intergalactic
intergalactical reincarnation of energy.
planetary.
That's just like how I make sense of things in my mind. But hypothetically, if there was a heaven and like you do get like if you are judged based on your actions on Earth, like if heaven is a real place and like if you're judged on like what you do on this planet, I'm a firm believer in everything we do on this planet should be for the betterment of humankind,
Yeah.
of the planet. And it's like when you die, you don't want to go out saying like, I was just an energy vampire, not everybody I was around. Like you kind of want people to like think of you and think
Damn.
that
he was cool.
like we lost a real one. Like
Yeah.
he was good for the ecosystem. Like and that's what we as humans, anyone who's listening to this right now, you should always kind of want to strive to be someone who did something that bettered this planet. That was, whether it was just picking up a piece of litter off the ground for the day or starting a whole nonprofit organization.
Yeah.
Like you kind of want to just. I look at life like a video game, and like when you die, the points get tallied up. You know what I mean?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you get to come back. Like you get to.
No, you don't come back. You don't come back.
They ask you. You continue. You continue. You'd be like, oh man, I can't play this.
And when you die, you kind of you add up the points, and you're like, okay, what did I do? I helped this many people. I got this many people to do the right thing. I did this for my community. I got such and such for my cousins. I was able to do that. Or you could be like, You know, I was a burden to my family. I was a drug addict. I stole from my mother. Like, there's different ways you could add those points up in the game, and
I don't
I
think
just
it
feel
was-
like we should strive to be the best that we can be.
I don't think it should be adding points either. That just sounds like.
And yeah,
like
you're
trying
not
to get
doing that
you're getting your-
mentally.
yeah, you're getting your brownie points or something like
It's
that's
not that.
I think
It
it's
should
just
just
being
be natural. Yeah,
you
for
are
sure.
that. That's who you are.
I'm not saying do good deeds and expect
Yeah.
anything in return. I'm just saying do good deeds because that's the way life should be.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Here's one of the things.
I believe in
I caught
angels.
in what you said.
And a lot of people are angels. And I feel like not necessarily like real angels, but like a lot of people can play an angel in your life and have no idea that they are.
This is so funny you guys are talking. You guys gotta listen to this Duval podcast. Like the Brilliant Idiots with Duval is like, it's fucking, you guys are on the same wavelength. I'm just saying.
Duval
You guys-
was Brilliant Idiots?
He's not on Brilliant. He was a guest on.
No, I know
on
it's
the last
it's
episode.
Charlotte and Andrew.
Yeah, Charlotte and Andrew, and
He was on the last one?
He was on the first one they did for the year
Ah.
with Andrew when they were in the Bahamas. But like they're talking about all this stuff. I think you guys should check it out. I think you guys will find it.
I'll
I'm gonna
check
check
it
it
I
out.
think you'll find it very interesting. That
out. I
goes
love
for-
Duval actually.
Yeah, Duval's got
As a
good head on his
Floridian,
shoulder.
Duval's like
Yeah.
he's good for the.
And one thing I'm looking to put in and check out, like I don't believe in like this judgment thing. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like you are, you did what you did, and you are who you are. You know, like that. You know, you will be judged for all of your sins, type thing.
Oh, you meant at the end of the end of the.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get that, man.
I
That was
don't-
it, and I think it's
What
all
is
just
a sin,
fear-based. Huh?
What is a sin?
When you don't do what you're supposed to do in your own personal life, like when you sin against yourself.
Well, no, it's God. Well, it depends.
When you-
Quote unquote God.
I don't like the term sin.
Here's what I think.
I don't
about
like
sin.
I don't like the fact that people are made to feel guilty about their decisions.
Exactly. Well, and here's another thing. I think
feel
that
like you
if
should
you're
live
working a
life
9
the
to
way
5
you
this
see it.
job and you don't like that shit, you sinning against yourself.
Yeah.
Like
Okay,
that's the way.
if
I
you're
think
gonna
about
take
sin.
sin and do it that way,
Yeah, that's the
I
way
understand
I
what
think
you mean.
Yeah. You working a 9 to 5 and you angry and you waking up every day and it's a piece of shit. You sinning against yourself, bro, because you're not doing
But then
what
how
you're
do?
supposed to do.
But we can't just say that. Like, how do we get out of that system? How do we get out of that? Because a lot of people listening to this right now might be living.
Yeah,
That
don't
hamster-
dare dash yourself.
I don't have a how.
I call it the hamster wheel lifestyle.
Yeah, I
where
don't. I
You
don't
wake
have
up,
a
you
how.
go to work, you go to sleep, you wake and like repeat. Like
I don't think.
a lot of people
anybody
live
has a
this
how.
life, so it's
Yeah.
like, sure, I'm scolding myself for going to work and waking up when I don't want to do this, but like, how do I get out?
I think
without
I
selling
think we're
drugs?
to say what you're saying is like it's not a sin to go to a 9 to 5 job that you hate and keep working. It's a sin to, if you hate it, not want to get out. Do you know what I mean? Or not,
Okay, I
not-
can get with
But
that.
who doesn't want to get out?
Not make
Who's
a,
content in
but no,
working
but I'm
where-
saying
somewhere that they hate?
not make a way for yourself to get out. Let me correct myself. So it's like that, working at a 9 to 5 job you hate and not coming up with a way to get out. Because there are plenty of ways to get
Sadly, a lot of people do live like that. Sadly, a lot of people are content with working a job that they hate because that's just the only thing
Well, they're sinning against themselves.
being offered at the moment.
I'm sorry
But,
to
like,
say it like that.
I'm here to tell everyone who's like in those conditions that you can always
Get
find
out.
another way. There is the internet, and we can use it while it's still free. And you need to find out about yourself. You need to ask yourself what is good for you, what you are good at, and make a way for yourself. You need
Yeah.
to make an LLC, make a business, find out what you're good at, start a side hustle. These are things that you need to be thinking about if you are living in a situation where you feel like I'm waking up early, I'm working a job I don't want to do. And if you feel like that, you really just have to find a way out. And there's so many resources available
Especially
for
nowadays.
you.
That's a good plug for my coming soon podcast, The Million Ways to Get It. It's just about exploring opportunity.
There we
So,
go.
Look out for that. Coming probably February. I'm still.
Oh, we
still
starting
working on it.
early in the year. He wasn't even
Yeah.
talking about that for inspirations.
Yeah.
No,
Exactly.
No. I've been talking about it, but
Nah,
like, it's about there's ways out there that you just don't even know. Like somebody's talking about like flipping, like using credit cards to make money. Yeah, like using points to make money. And I was like, how the fuck do you even do that? Like, how did I know that? Like, he's like onto something, and there's a million different ways that people do that, those transactions in order to get paid off of something. And it's just like, I want to be able to let you know, okay, this is something you can do, because nobody ever told me that. So
Lots of endeavors going into 2019. Again, I want to shout out my inspiration, my muses, all of my
Willow.
everyone who has been with me, guiding me through the future events that I'm doing. I'm planning a couple art shows in the future. I'm planning a couple.
Are they coming up soon, or are they still in the works?
They're in the works, but I'm planning them out. I'll come back again as a friend of the show.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe we'll have a march with Youth of Babylon in there. I'm gonna have some merch for you guys next time I pull up.
Maybe get Willow back on and
yes. Veda
and Willow on.
Darth Vader.
that was her bowling name.
Wow. You didn't tell me about the man. You know what?
All right.
You
Okay.
You told me, but you were supposed to remind me, man. You're supposed to let me know about it, bro.
Let's take care of this. Let's take care of this business off the air.
But hey, what inspirations? We still got you.
He already said. He said self-expression.
Oh yeah. Name was first.
He just expressed himself.
Okay.
Remember I said being a contribution. He got caught up in my inspiration. He got inspired right here. First-hand inspiration. I said it so well. He was like, "Hey, you know."
First-hand inspiration. All right, guys. Well, let's wrap it up.
I'm Nay.
This is Choice,
and we are the Upper Room Podcast. Your platform creators.
Blacka.
And what else?
If you're looking for a place to chill,
come to the Upper Room.
Peace.
Take care, y'all.
And thank you again, Stan. Clap, clap, clap.
Clap, 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 clap. Insert applause. All right.